Oh, hi guys. Is that going to go exactly the same again? Okay. Let's see if we can light. Put that one there. Top chat. Online messages. Try that one. Let's have a look. Some messages, potential spam. Put that one on there. Okay. I think that's live. Let's just have a look. See if things are going right at the moment. There you go. Just setting things up. Okay, don't think we can monitor myself on this one. Let's have a look. Can we monitor myself? No, just gonna have to go with the one we've got there. Okay guys, hi, how you doing? Let's have a look. Just check things are up and running. Right, YouTube. Never been on this channel live before for a long while. Introduce myself, my name's Steve Francis. I'm a professional keyboard player, entertainer. Also run a business called Small Venues Discos, that's mine. And as you can see, if you're following me on YouTube, then basically you'll know that I make aromatherapy music and yoga music and all that, but also can play all sorts of music because I've got 432. These keyboards are all tuned into 432 frequency, which is the frequency that should be and not the frequency that is at the moment. So 432 is basically the frequency which is warmer, smoother, and basically you can play forever. It's fantastic. What we've got here, nice Casio keyboards. Got Technics here, and I've got two more keyboards downstairs which are Yamaha, and two Yamahas actually. One I take to my open mics, and the second one is one that stays downstairs because it's quite heavy. It's a Tyrus 3. So yeah. And what do I do? Well, if you go to BANDCAMP, that's the only place where I have my music. I can hum the tune in my head and play it. I've never had a lesson in my life. Can't read music. But 27 albums later, 250 songs. I've never had an agent. I don't want one. I've never had a publisher. I don't want one. I've done everything myself, and everything's registered and licensed to me. So when it does explode, we'll be a rich man. But I'm not letting anyone else come on board and spoil it. So yeah, so we won't be paying anyone to do any publicity. We won't be paying anyone to advertise. So don't even think that if you're going to start that game. I get enough of those people now. I've got 11,000 people on Instagram. I've got 5,000 friends on Facebook. This one's coming up to 260 some odd subscribers, and there's a lot. At the moment I'm putting a lot of my music to films, so basically if you've got a theme like rain, put rain track, and then basically put my aromatherapy sounds. And what that is when Vangelis was alive, I was actually talking to him in his original, not as Vangelis, as his original name, because he's not Vangelis, he's Greek. And basically we learned a few tricks of the trade, like, as I'd say, how to stretch things and everything. Some of the music is stretched, because simple reason is that's the only way that you can get a smooth sound, and also get that sound to sound reminiscent, same as Vangelis got with Blade Runner and stuff like that. Can't be played, but it can be manipulated through Audacity and stuff like that. But as for playing, that's not a problem. These are, I'm sitting in the studio at the moment. We've got 4 speakers all around me, and I'm running it through a 12 channel mixer. I also run Audacity to do all the actual recordings, and basically it's one of the best programs really to do recordings. Audacity is a free software. Check it out, and it most likely comes with the computer anyway. A lot of people use it. It's no, you don't need to pay for anything for a studio or anything, because Audacity, I wouldn't say it does everything, but Audacity is great at recording, so you've got all that possibility of that. But as for the music side, I've seen a lot of people on TikTok and that, and they just stand there and people pay them. Well, that's weird, because you really have to be a musician or basically something to actually say, look what I can do, thank you very much, all that sort of thing. So there's some very, very weird people about on the TikTok who'll just stare at a camera, and other people will just pay them money. I don't know what the game's coming to. In my business, we play money, we make an album, you buy it. And the only place that you buy it that I trust really is BANDCAMP. So if you look at DJ Steve Francis BANDCAMP, there's lots of things on my subscribing channel on YouTube, and you will find them. So as for what I do, okay, what will I do? do. And that's basically, we put it on a record and then we sell it. But as I say, my music, the 432 stuff that I play is 432 is the frequency that I play in. That all these keyboards are tuned to 432. Now, a lot of people will probably say it's the wrong frequency. They'll say when you learn music you have 440, but that is wrong. It's always been wrong right back to the 60s or 50s, whatever it is. And you'll find out a lot of the old musicians like the Beatles, the bass, all the old time people like myself, playing 432 because it's a warmer sound, it's a smoother sound, and even Vangelis and Jean-Michel Jarre, they all still play it in that frequency because it brings in the people, because that frequency is the right frequency for the human ears. That's what I'm saying. A lot of professors and that, I've had arguments with professors years, because I've always played 432. The reason I've played 432 is my dad was a musician in the RAF. He was also a flight engineer and all that sort of thing, so it was good. But he could play better than the musician that they had in the RAF. Not brilliant or anything like that, better than him, or because he was playing more honky tonk, the other guy. But my dad basically played more chilled out stuff and that. And he always played in the frequency of 432 because even his granddad told him it was 432, and don't listen to anyone that tells you it's 440. It's always been 432. So I've always played 432 frequency all my life, and I've never looked back. Loads of people like it. You've only got to look to see how many fans I've got. I've even got to probably start a fan page on Facebook because I've maxed out Facebook on followers and that. I can't have more than 5,000 friends. But I've got another 400 or 500 people who want to come on board. So the only reason I can do that is to have a Facebook. I think they might have a band, a proper band page, which I can have, which would be ideal for the job, and then basically could bring a lot of more people on board. So that would be pretty cool. But yeah, this is the first time we tried on YouTube. We've been live on TikTok and God knows what and all that sort of thing. But as you can see, I play just by humming the tune in my ear, and that's it. As for the albums, well, we've got Beach Boys, we've got ELO, we've got a bit of rock and roll, we've got ABBA. I can play Beatles, I can play Jean-Michel Jarre, I can play Vangelis without learning a single note. So it's very, very rare to come across musicians like myself. There's 1 in 10,000 perfect pitch, which I've got, and that's basically it. So the way I learn music, I have to hum the tune in my head and play it. I'll give you an idea of all my albums at the moment. If you look here, all these albums here, I don't know if you can see this, they're all my albums that I've made within the last 2 years, something like that. And altogether there's 27, so there's 270 songs only available on BANDCAMP. At night time I do live streams, not on Saturday nights. Hang on, put that over there. This thing's not letting me do feedback, so I can't see who's watching or anything like that, so it's a typical phone. But normally I have my cameras. I've got a HD camera here, and I've got a HD camera there that looks over the top of the keyboard. If you have a look at my profile on here on Facebook, and the page, basically the music I put to some of my stuff, and the aromatherapy stuff and all that, it will come, you know, you'll know what I'm on about. And then basically if you subscribe to me, basically it'll be keeping you up to date with all the stuff I do. I've got 2 more albums coming out, and I've also got another video that I've got to put video to music. All done through myself, no one else, all registered through myself, no one else. And that's it. I mean, why pay for advertising, silly prices that's going to get you nowhere? It's you just got to go and do it yourself. You know, get off your ass and do it yourself, as well as be a musician. So a musician's got loads of different things. You've got to be a publisher. You've got to be a writer. You've got to be an artist. You know, all that sort of thing. People don't realise that. If you're well up, then obviously you've got 100 people working underneath you, you know, like Ed Sheeran and stuff like that. But the only problem on that one is when you're too high up into the actual things, you've signed your way off, you've signed your life off really. Then basically, unfortunately, you if you've got, like, I can bang these albums out left, right, and centre, you're not allowed to actually publish too many albums, or they've got to have full control. It's got to probably take a whole year to have one album, and it's so frustrating because you've probably got 6 or 7 albums, and it makes you not be able to do anything because you're under the control of them. Like, you know, you've got to do this to publicity, you've got to go there, you've got to wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning for an interview and that, and then you've got to work all the right to the night. You're a slave, mate. Don't do it. Don't sign the contracts. Do what I do. Be your own boss. Be in charge of everything. Have one website, BANDCAMP. That is a shop. You go into a shop, you buy a record. That I sell an album for £8, okay? Fair enough. That seems a nice price, which is good. I will probably get £6 out of that, which is good, because the simple reason is I had one song go up 12,000, probably a lot more. I think it was 100 and some odd thousand downloads on streaming on Spotify, and they paid me £3. I was really mad about it. I said, right, well, all the 56 songs you've got on there at the moment, I'm taking them all off. I'm bringing everything out of my distributor, so I cancelled him straight away, and now I do everything myself. Okay, it's more hard work. I have to do a lot of things. There's a lot more into it. I have to register my songs and all that, but I've learned all that. I took 3 days off and I just looked at all paperwork, read all paperwork of licensing, exclusively, non-exclusively licenses, all that sort of thing. So I know all about that, and that's the thing. There's another one I do, Streamlabs. Well, basically I will, not Streamlabs, the Syntex or something. One of the streaming companies, I will actually put some of my music to for advertising for films and that sort of thing, to see if they qualify and that sort of thing, like, you know. But yeah, that's what we do, and also run a small venues discos business in Bourne, which has been quite well liked, because now I can pick and choose the jobs, which is good, so I can actually work it through my music and that. Saturday nights I'm on live on Facebook, playing these in the studio. Sunday I do a Sunday chill out on downstairs with that phone and that. So basically that's it. Come and join us, and it'll be pretty cool. Give you an idea what this one sounds like. This one's a bit more moderner, so you've got a bit of this. That one there's got a bit more orchestral sounds on it, that synthesizer keyboard. And the one here more sort of the organy sounds. But there's lots more on there, and basically it depends what rhythm we got on there. I mean, we've got loads of rhythms on this one. Got rhythms on this one. Rhythms on this one. Thank you. So it just depends what sort of thing I feel like playing at the time. I mean, I couldn't play anything that anyone knows when you're live, because the AI will grab hold of it and then it'll get a copyright strike. So that's why I've not done it on this live session here. I could have played something you'll know, but I'll get a copyright strike and then I'll have a problem putting this video live on YouTube. That's another thing a lot of people don't realise. If you play music that people recognise, or you'll have a copyright strike straight away, because the AI system on YouTube is pretty damn good at the moment, and it threatens you basically. You know, you've got to have this video. If you're going to have this video, the person that made the music's going to put all adverts all over it and take all the money off you, or basically we're going to take it off you, like, you know. So it's not worth going that way. Just do your own music. Don't copy anyone's music, and don't sort of put music on if you're not licensed it. That's the best way. If you do license stuff, the only way is you go through an AP2 license at PRS in London, and then you can make one of them. That's an album. That's my Synth World album, and that is available on BANDCAMP because I've got the digital thing. So what you basically do, you download the BANDCAMP app, which is free, and then as a listener, you would see all the stuff that you can listen to. So it's just like listening to anything like Spotify or stuff like that. It doesn't cost anything. If you want to buy any of the music, you can buy the music from the artists, because that's where we sell it. And basically you download it into your app store, which is done automatically once you paid for it, and then you can listen to it. So, you know, it's just exactly like Spotify, but really you're not paying monthly, because you're just buying the album. If you want to buy that album, £8, does sound a lot, yeah, okay, you know, you can get more from monthly supply, this, that and the other, but when you think of it, you're paying what, £7 to £9, £16 something for the family pack on Spotify. Add that up every year and see how far you get, and then basically if the internet goes pop, where are you going to go? At least with this stuff you can download it. And the hard copies, you've got hard copies there, £12, I'll sell them. So Chariots of Fire, you see, you've got that, you've got Doctor Who, you've got Echo Beach, all the stuff that is well known, but I've got the licenses for them for PRS. So I've paid that lot. For all those, believe it or not, it only cost me £12. So it's not expensive to do it the proper way. You go the other way, you're going to be in trouble. If you've got 11 million, that's what it's going to cost you for going through courts and things like that, if publishers grab hold of you, or the actual people that make it. It's just common sense, don't do it. If you're a musician, I highly say put your music on BANDCAMP. I'm not actually getting paid for this or anything, I just basically think it's one of the best platforms I've tried. I've tried all of them. TuneCore, applied. Disco Baby, all that, they're all bloody cons. Don't do it, they're a waste of space. You get sod all from it, and God knows how much they're taking money off you. Just go to BANDCAMP. Whatever you pay, you sell your album, £8, you get about 6, 7, something like that. You're going to get money, okay? The thing is, you're going to get money. If you did it on Spotify and Apple and all that, and you had millions and 12,000, yes, you've given your money away, you've given your music away, okay, you've given all that, them tracks, 12,000 tracks away. If people were interested, they'd probably buy your albums, but because they're getting it for free, you know, you're an idiot really. You're just sending it away. Like, the simplest way really is to make your music, register it at PRS in London, or if you're in America, all the other stuff like. Good thing about PRS, it does cover from America and all, like, they go through their people. So that's why I go for a PRS, and it's all covered. That's your music. You can put it on an album. I can put it on this. I can put it online. It's mine. That's the thing. So I don't. I mean, you could actually give it away for free, and it goes through that way. But I don't bother with that. I think, well, if people want it, they'll buy it, and they do. So BANDCAMP is where you want to be. What can I say? Well, thank you very much for listening, and that's all about me. I will see you soon. And I don't even know how to switch this thing off. Yeah, it ain't even come up with chat or anything, so it's just weird. But there again, that's the first time we've been on it. Don't know what that does. I'm just going through all the stuff at the moment. Could turn the camera around, but I don't really want to turn the camera around. But anyway, I hope you found that interesting. That's my name, DJ Steve Francis. Never had a distributor, will not an agent. I've had agents left, right and centre. I've had people after me for going on Britain's Got Talent, this, that and the other, but no, I'm not going to do that. Happy doing it myself like this way and selling my albums through BANDCAMP. Thank you very much for listening. I found the stop button. See you soon.